Hi guys, Nicole here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long. I've been really busy with school, but my schedule kind of slowed down now. So I'm going to try to film once a week again. I'm so sorry, but anyway, I decided to film myself getting ready for work today because that's the only time I had. And I'm lucky enough to have a job where I can play around with makeup a lot. I can't do extremely bright colors, but I can do something very glam like what I did today. So if you guys want to see how I get this look, keep on watching, and please don't forget to like this video if you like these kinds of videos, and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos from me. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody's having a great week. Bye! So today I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids. So I'm actually just gonna do my eyes today and some of my makeup afterwards. I already have my base set up, so I already put on foundation, primer, and moisturizer. So I'm just gonna be focusing on everything after. So I'm gonna just be priming my eyes today with the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer. Okay, so now I'm gonna be dipping into my all-time favorite palette, obviously, because I can't seem to shake this palette off. I'm gonna go into my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take my favorite blending brush, which is my Sigma E38 brush, and I'm just gonna be going in with the shade Golden Ochre and placing that on my eyelids in windshield wiper motions. Okay, so now I'm going to be picking up my second shade, which is going to be Bon Fresco from that same Modern Renaissance palette on that same brush, that E38 Sigma brush. And I'm just going to be placing that more towards where I placed the tape. So I'm going to go in windshield wiper motions again, but I'm going to make sure that I don't really go too far towards my brow bone. I just want to create a really deep purple, and then I'm going to add a dark black. So you'll see what I'm doing later on in the video, but I'm just going to be dipping into that Bon Fresco over and over again. And then I'm going to be taking my Sigma, not E38, it's my Sigma E71 brush, and I use this to diffuse the eyeshadow that's more towards my brow bone. I love it. I feel like for these kinds of look, it helps me out so much to own this brush. Alright, so now going in with a clean blending brush, I'm going to go in with my Sigma F63, and I'm going to pick up the shade Love Letter from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm just going to be placing that on the outer V of my eyes, right on top of where I put that Bon Fresco, and then just little by little going to be dipping in the eyeshadow and being extremely careful to blend everything out evenly. After I am done blending it out with my F63, I'm going to go in with that diffused blending brush just to soften up the outer edges a little bit more. And now I'm going to be picking up my E38 brush once again, and I'm going to be picking up the shade Venetian Red from the palette, and I'm just going to be placing that right on top of where I put the Bon Fresco and the Love Letter, and this is just going to help darken up the purple and red color that I'm going for. I'm going to be placing that on the outer V of my eyelid. Okay, so now right before I add the black eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with that same Sigma E38, and I'm going to be picking up the shade Cypress Umber from the palette, and I am going to be adding that more towards my lash line because I wanted to go from really light purple to a little bit darker purple, almost to a red, all the way down to a black. So I'm just going to be adding that Cypress Umber little by little so I don't mess up the base of the eyeshadow. I really want it smoky, and I want people to be able to see all the colors that I put on my eyelid. I want people to see my work of art. So now just to soften up the outer corners of my eye, I'm going to be picking up a clean blending brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. I'm not really sure if it has a number. If it does, I'm going to put it down in the bottom link. I think it does, but I can't remember. But I'm going to be picking up some Love Letter, and I'm just going to be placing that on the top of my eyelids just to make sure that I'm really blending in and getting that ombre effect. Now I'm going to be softening up the outer edges, and I'm going to be picking up my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow brush that came with one of my eyeshadow palettes. I'm just going to be blending out the outer edges. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up another palette. This is my Soft Glam palette, and I'm going to be picking up my E38 brush once again, and I'm going to go in with the shade Noir from the palette, and I'm just going to be placing that right on top of where I placed the tape on my eyelid, and I'm just going to make sure that I don't place it too far towards my brow line, because if I do that, I'm going to mess up the base of every purple and red that I was working with before. I just want it so tight that it kind of creates a eyeliner effect without me having to put on eyeliner. Alright, so once I'm done doing that, it's time for me to cut my crease, and I'm going to be picking up my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer, and I'm going to be picking up this tiny Real Techniques diesel brush, and I'm just going to be adding that right on top of my eyelid, and I'm just going to be very, very careful, but I do not want to cover that black and that purple that I've been working on. I just want to put it on the middle, so I guess you would call this a half cut crease. But yeah, so I'm just going to be very, very careful in how I am adding the concealer. So now I'm going to be picking up the shade Tempora. This is in the Modern Renaissance palette and the Soft Glam palette. And I'm going to be picking up the flat end of the brush that came in the Soft Glam palette. And I'm going to be packing that just to set the concealer that I put on right before. And then afterwards, I'm going to go in with the shade Soft Pink. I'm sorry, I think it's called Rose Pink and not Soft Pink. But anyway, I'm just going to be placing that on the middle of my eyelid because that's going to be my shimmer shade. And I'm just going to be placing that right where I placed the concealer. I honestly love that eyeshadow. If I didn't buy this palette, I think the only reason I bought this palette was for that shade. I don't know if they sell it individually, but I am in love with it. And afterwards, I'm going to be picking up the shade Sultry in that same brush. And I'm just going to be adding that more towards where I added the black because, again, I wanted to fade into a dark color. So I'm just going to be adding that right on the outer corners, more towards the black and the transition shades. Just so I can make it from soft pink or rose pink, I might say, and then to sultry to black. And then I'm going to take off the tape and blend a little bit more because I want to be a perfectionist. Okay, so I went ahead and put eyelashes off camera because it takes me forever to put on eyelashes. And I'm just going to be adding a little bit more noir on the outer edges because I really wanted to have that like intense cat-like effect. I'm just going to be going in with a little bit of noir again and just blending and blending until my hand falls off. And now I'm going to go in with some eyeliner just to cover up my lash band. I'm not going to go in with a cat eye today, which is extremely weird for me. Who am I? But I'm just going to be adding some eyeliner on top of my lash band, and that is all. I'm going to leave my outer edges the way they are because I like the way they look this way. And now for the fun part, glitter. I'm going to go in with my Stila Magnificent Glitter, and I'm going to go in with the shade Ballet Baby, and I'm just going to be using that doe foot applicator and just very carefully placing that on top of where I added that soft pink. This just makes it look so pretty, and it makes it more metallic than anything, more than pink. And I don't know, I just fell in love with this look. I've actually been wearing it a lot lately because I like it so much. And now I'm just going to be adding some mascara. I'm using my favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic. Okay, so now moving on to my waterline, I'm going to be picking up that same Anastasia Beverly Hills brush on the with the flat end. I'm going to be placing the shade Rustic from the Soft Glam palette on my waterline. And after I'm done with my eyes, I'm going to be highlighting my face a little bit. And I'm going to be going in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And because this concealer is so thick, I can't just straight put it on my face. Like, this is such a little amount of product, and look how much it spreads out. But anyway, I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I pick it up with this small Real Techniques detailer brush, and I'm just spreading out the product. I literally had like maybe a not even a pea-sized amount. It was less than that on the back of my hand, and this is how much product I got from it. So with this concealer, such a small amount of product goes a long way. It's a very thick concealer. And as you can probably tell, after I am done placing the concealer with that detailer brush, I'm going to be picking up my beauty sponge, my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and just going to be buffing that into the skin, kind of bouncing it around. And I take a really long time because I don't want any creasing on my under eyes, and also because I've already done my eyeshadow. I really want to clean up the edges, and I just take forever. Okay, so now I'm basically going to set my whole face with my Too Faced Cocoa Powder, and I'm just going to be placing that with the powder puff that came with the product. And yeah, I'm going to be placing that on my T-zone because that's where I get oily, and on the outer edges of my face, and where I place my concealer. So basically I'm going to be setting my foundation all with this powder, and I like the way this looks because I feel like it doesn't make me look cakey, but it makes me look not greasy too. I think it like makes my skin look really good when I set my foundation with this powder. Okay, so now picking up my Anastasia contour kit, I'm going to be picking up that lightest shade with this Real Techniques. I think this is a blush brush. I'm not really too sure, but I'm just gonna be setting that right where I put the concealer because I want to brighten up my under eyes. That's why I'm going in with the shade. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing some nose contouring. I'm going to go in with my Sigma E32, which is a flat brush, and I'm just going to be placing that on my nose. As you can tell, I'm drawing a narrow line, and because I want my nose to appear slimmer, I like doing this, and I do think it helps. It also, I feel like when I take pictures and I contour my nose, I feel like it looks more slender, if that makes any sense. So I just draw two lines, and then I go in with any kind of brush. This is a fluffy brush. This is the one that came in one of my Anastasia palettes, and I just take my time in buffing in the contour shade, but I want to create a shadow, so don't buff it in too much where you can't see the shadows on your face, because that's what's gonna make the illusion of a slimmer nose, the shadows on your face. So as you can tell, I'm just going to be buffing it in, and with my beauty sponge I'm just going to be buffing it a little bit more so you don't see any harsh lines from the shadows on my face. I'm going to add some highlight on the bridge of my nose. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to be using that shimmer, like that highlight shade from the contour palette, and I'm just going to be placing that right on the bridge of my nose, and then after just making sure that the two shadows on the outer sides of my nose blend in evenly. And then I'm going to go in with this kind of chocolate shade, and I'm just going to be contouring my face, and I'm using this e.l.f. contour brush that I absolutely love. It was so cheap, and I love it to put on bronzer, contour, anything. It's a great brush for the price. But anyway, I'm just placing that on the outer corners just to make my face appear a little bit slimmer. Some on my forehead to bronze up my forehead a little bit. And once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go in with my NYX multi-purpose brush, which is clean. I'm just going to be buffing everything in so I don't have any harsh lines. And now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I'm going to go in with the shade Moonstone with my Real Techniques brush. I'm just going to be highlighting the high points of my face. I swear I did not mean to use so many Anastasia products. I just really like her brand. I own a lot of her products. Obviously, I'm not sponsored. I'm not a large YouTuber. But anyway, I really enjoy Anastasia Beverly Hills products. Anyway, I'm taking my NYX multi-purpose just to blend everything in once again. Alright, so a product that's not Anastasia, I'm taking my blush Luminoso, and this is by Milani, and I'm just going to be picking it up with that same elf brush. And the reason why I like using my elf brush is because it's a contour brush, so I feel like makes the blush kind of swoosh, and it gives me a nice shape to the colors in my face. And then to blend everything in, I'm taking a beauty sponge just to make sure that everything is even. Okay, so now for lipstick, I'm going to be mixing two colors together. So first I'm going to go in with MAC Capricious. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I'm not really too sure. But anyway, it's kind of like a maroon shade. And I'm going to be adding that. And then I'm going to go in with Doza Colors, Katie X Desi Collection, Desi X Katie. No shade. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm pretty sure that I mentioned this in my review of that collection, that I don't think that this particular shade matches my skin color very well. I think it kind of washes me out, but the lipstick itself is awesome. Like, the formula is great, and it also smells very good. I like using it, and I paid for it, so I like mixing it to get my perfect shade. And the way these two colors mash together, I feel like this is my perfect nude. I love it. But anyway, that's why I mixed two colors together. I would never thought that a color this dark and a color this light would look good. But hey, sometimes you surprise yourself. Okay, so afterwards I want to highlight my Cupid's bow. So I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup highlighting stick. Just going to be placing that right on my Cupid's bow, and right on top of that Milk Makeup highlighting stick, I'm going to go in with the shade Moonstone that I use for the high points of my face. And I'm just going to be using this flat brush to add it. And after that, I am done with this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like the way this look turned out. I'm actually really impressed with it. And I just think this is such a fun look. And I know it took a little bit of a while. Oh, also, I'm setting my face with MAC Fix Plus. Sorry about that. But, yeah, I really like the way this look turned out. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys are going on a date, you guys are going out for a night out on the town, I think this is a great look, and I think it can be suitable for a lot of people's skin color and eye color, and I don't know, I love it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Bye. I'll see you guys in the next one.